Hey there guys, it's July 1st, and believe it or not, I have a collection update for June. It is 100 fucking degrees outside, so let's make a video. Before like the last week of this month, this would have been probably a less than 5-minute video, but then the Steam Summer Sale happened. Yeah. So it was a month earlier than normal this year, so yeah, but that got a bunch of games off my wish list, which is nice. I did get 2 CDs for once. I bought some CDs again, so we will actually get started with those. First up, we have, this is God's Equation. Let me zoom in here. God's Equation by Pagan's Mind. The 2-disc version, which is basically the entire album, and then some demos and live stuff from other ones. This is their 3rd album. It's actually their 3rd album chronologically, and the 3rd album of theirs that I have. There were some good songs on here, but overall I think I like Celestial Entrance and Heavenly Ecstasy better. It was a little disappointing, but there were some pretty good songs, I'll admit that. There were some pretty good ones. But yeah, a decent CD, but I'm gonna get the rest of them. However, the last 2 that I need, which are their 1st album and their... No, this is their 4th album, sorry. It would be their 1st and their 3rd album. No, this is their 3rd. It's their 1st and their 4th that are hard to get. Yeah, but we'll get to it. Next up we have, this is The Perfect Element Part 1. Technically, by Pain of Salvation. Prog metal. I'm seeing all these guys at Prog Power, so I'm trying to exclusively stay with Prog Power discs for a while. But this is, I haven't listened to this yet because, as I said, it's Perfect Element Part 1. There's actually another CD that's a sequel to this that I will be getting, and it will be in the next collection update. And then I'll listen to both of them. Since it's the same thing, I might as well just listen to both. And I guess next month I'll talk about both these CDs. But Remedy Lane was really good, so I am looking forward to this CD. We will see. Okay, all that's left is video games. I am going to start with the Steam sale games that I got. And there's a whole bunch of them, 14 to be exact. We start off with the Impossible game, which from my knowledge seems like kind of a Flash-based game, but it's not really. It's on Steam. I remember watching PewDiePie actually play it, and it looked interesting, and it was on sale for like $2, so I bought it. It's an interesting looking game. Then I got a game that's a Greenlight game, technically. Well, it's early beta, alpha, whatever. It's called God Us. It's kind of a God-based game like Black and White and From Dust. I really liked From Dust, so I had to pick up this game. God games are just fun to me. So I definitely picked that one up for pretty cheap. Deus Ex The Fall, which, well, I really like Human Revolution, and I thought it was more of a continuation to that, but really it's a completely different character, and apparently isn't all that great, but I got it for like $5, so why does it really matter? Then I got Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. I am a huge fan of Warhammer 40k, so I try to get all the games I can. This is supposed to be like a third-person sort of shooter, like overhead shooter type deal, and you know, it'll be fun because a couple of my friends got it and we were all into that, so that'll be fun. Then I got Octodad Dadliest Catch. That was for a long time the top game on my wish list until 2 games here you'll see later. That was one, if you remember months back, it's like, oh, when I get the top game on my wish list, I'll tell you about it. You know, that's it. It was Octodad. I got that because I actually played a bit of the original one, and I've watched people play it. It just looks hilarious, so I had to pick it up, and it was pretty dang cheap, so I just bought it for the heck of it. Also, another absolutely ridiculous game that I bought was Goat Simulator. Also a ridiculous game with a bunch of bugs, but it embraces those bugs, and the game is just outrageous and ridiculous, and I've watched people play it, and it's hilarious, so I had to pick it up. I've played it. It's pretty frickin' ridiculous. Then we have Audio Surf 2. I have actually been waiting to get this game because I played quite a bit of the original Audio Surf, and I played it. I played one song. Holy crap, I tripped out. It was tripped me out really bad. But it was really good, really. Excited to play that one again, though. Then we go on to a series that I like to talk shit about, but I still want to play the games for their single player, Call of Duty. The single player for them isn't bad. I just really don't like the multiplayer, is what it is. So I got Call of Duty World at War. That was the only other two were the Modern Warfares. I mean, I have the original, but I picked this one up. Excited to play it because World War II shooters are usually pretty fun. We'll see. Then I also picked up the newest Splinter Cell Blacklist, which gives me all of the Splinter Cells again. Splinter Cell is about the only Tom Clancy game I have, so yeah, that'll be fun because I need to get to them. Stealth. I suck at stealth, but we'll see. Then we have the newest Batman. Well, the newest Batman that's been out. I finally got Batman Arkham Origins, which is the origin story. Not supposed to be quite as good as Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, but still, I got it for cheap, with the season pass and everything for like less than the prices the game would normally go for, so why not? Excited to play them at some point too. Then I actually was able to get both of the Witcher games for like $5. Like $6 for both of them. So I got The Witcher 1, which is supposed to be really fun to play. I haven't really played The Witcher at all, so I can't say much about them, but I've just been told they're pretty fun. And obviously I got The Witcher 2 as well, which is supposed to actually be even better. And then 3 is actually supposed to come out in February, so maybe I'll pick those up at some point, or pick that up at some point. We'll see. Excited to play it, because I do like RPGs. They're usually pretty fun. Then we go on to the top 2 games on my wish list. Overall, I was actually able to get... So the number 2 game on my wish list was Resident Evil 4. The version on Steam is called the Ultimate HD Collection, so not only is it an HD, it's Ultimate, whatever that means. I imagine it just has extra stuff and whatnot, but I have Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, and that's supposed to be one of the best ports of it, and I loved that port. I never beat it. I got to... Fuck, what's his name? Krauser? No, the guy that was in your squad, or your old commander, or whatever the hell it was. But it was that, and I want to play this game because RE4 is so much fun. But the number 1 game on my wish list, technically on my wish list both these games were switched, but I realized that I actually wanted this game more. That was Age of Mythology, the Extended Edition, which has all of the add-ons, which is only 1, and then some extra stuff, and multiplayer, online multiplayer. I played a lot of the original Age of Mythology back in high school, and I loved the hell out of it. I beat everything there was to it. And I've been wanting to play it again, and then they're like, oh, here's this one coming out on Steam, it's an HD and all this stuff, and I'm like, Argh! So I bought it, and I probably paid a little bit too much for that, but that's probably the most I splurged on a game. And I don't care, because it's Age of Mythology, and it's worth it to me. But yeah, cannot wait to play those, or play any of these games, play Age of Mythology particularly. But that's all I got on Steam. We're going to zoom the camera out a little bit. The only physical copies of games I got this month are a couple of PS2 games. So you already know I have the original Uncharted, but I actually picked up number 2 and number 3 Game of the Year. And I can actually say quite a bit about all of these. Let's kick the camera tripod, that's always fun. I have beaten these 2. I got these at the beginning of the month, or like halfway through or something I can't remember. But I have beaten these 2. This game, okay, first of all, they're shorter than I expected them to be, but still really fun. This game just felt, it was good for its time, but it was a little bit too short for me. But then this game, holy cow, this game is so beautiful looking, even now, and it's so much fun to play, and the unlockables, Donut Drake. But the story in both these games are great. I'm actually somewhere near the beginning of this one. I'm still playing it. It's so far so good, but a lot of people were disappointed in this one, so we'll see. Plus it's got a bunch of extra stuff, but it's all multiplayer, so I don't know. But this game was absolutely fantastic. This game is so much fun, and this one was really good, and you know, honestly, so far this game has been really good too. But if you're into like Tomb Raider, these games are definitely for you. If you're a fan of Indiana Jones and you like video games, check these out, because that's basically what it is Indiana Jones in the video game as an actual man, as opposed to Lara Croft. No offense. Tomb Raider's fun. I have them. All of them, technically. But yeah, great games. Just these two for sure. I seriously can't really say much of anything about 3 yet. But great games. They announced a 4th one at E3 for PS4, so once Kingdom Hearts 3 and this come out, and Uncharted 4 comes out, and Watch Dogs is out for it, so at some point I might be getting a PS4 here in the future. But yeah, that is it for the June collection update. Next month there will be one, because as I said, I bought the sequel CD to Perfect Element. There's also 3 other CDs coming, at least. Don't know about video games or anything else. It might just be CDs. As I said, from here on out, it'll probably be pretty small collection update stuff, because I'm trying not to spend so much money. And I have 7 pre-orders. 7 pre-orders at GameStop. But they all don't, none of them come out till September, so we'll see. I don't expect to buy too many video games, and the Steam summer sale's over, so there probably won't be too much to buy. Yeah, but next month you will see me. Until then,